Hi, Steve and Caleb here from Brownells with another edition of Smyth Busters. And today we want to look at chrome-lined barrels. The myth is they're not as accurate, right?
Right, and not as accurate being not as accurate as a stainless steel barrel or a nitrided barrel.
An unplated barrel.
An unplated barrel. So, you know, if you're looking for the differences in those, we did a video on that, so we're not going to get into the nitty-gritty there. But the actual chrome-lined barrel itself, I think this myth comes from a lot of the older chrome-lined barrels and the older processes.
Chrome-lined barrels used to be terrible.
Yeah, they were terrible. But the modern process of applying that chrome lining, especially over a cold hammer forged barrel, is extremely consistent.
It's much more uniform. That process, like many other processes in firearms, have been evolved to the point where now there's no big difference in accuracy, performance, toughness, whatever.
Yeah, and you know, at something like 100 yards, 300 yards, you know, those distances, if you were to take the same barrel, one chrome line, one not, you wouldn't notice the difference. It's they're extremely, especially like these criterions. When they cold hammer forge these, they forge them around a mandrel. That mandrel leaves room for the chrome lining.
Right.
So when you chrome lining, it's nice and consistent. Because chrome lining, you know, if you have a bad barrel, it'll magnify any flaws in that barrel. But you know, I've used a ton of the criterion barrels and the FN barrels. I've never had one that shot bad.
Yeah, and the advantages are still there for chrome lining as far as if you have a cheap source of corrosive ammo or something, or if you just neglect your firearm a lot, that'll save your rifling, believe me.
Oh yeah, yeah. The advantages to it are insane. They're extremely durable. You know, they last pretty much forever. They'll, you know, for the average shooter, it'll last the life of the shooter.
Yeah.
You'll never have to replace that barrel.
So it all boils down to, basically, there's no reason not to have a chrome-lined barrel. If you have the option of the two and you think you need the extra protection, go for it. No problem. That myth is pretty much busted.
Yeah, unless you're shooting 1,000 yards, it's busted.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time with another edition of Smyth Busters.